What's up, all you hardworking men and women, baby? It's time to clock in. So for all of you out there working hard, trying to figure out trading, trying to make extra money for yourself, for your family, and you keep losing trades, you're flipping your desk over, you're pissed off, you're throwing your laptop, you're punching the screen. What I'm going to do to you in this video, what I'm going to do to you, baby, in this video is I'm going to give you the secret sauce, guys. Let me take a step back. So many of you are trying to figure out trading, and I want to take a step back and go over why I feel like you guys have been struggling to figure out trading. And the reason why I know this is because I had to go through it myself. The reason why you guys struggle trading is when you guys reach out to me and say your number one struggle. Your number one struggle is timing. You have no idea when to get in and out of stocks. So I want to talk about that. In order to get in and out of stocks, what do you truly need? Like, what's the core issue here? What we truly need is confidence. Okay, now that we know that confidence is because if you had confidence in your strategy, then you would always know when to enter and exit, but you guys don't. So, okay, we got to take a step back. How do we build confidence? Well, when it comes to trading, you can't read the future. If you're trying to read the future, you're just gambling. So how do we gain confidence? And I came to the conclusion, and comment down below if you agree, that the only way to gain confidence in trading is by back testing your strategy. Because if I can back test 100, 1,000, 2,000 trades, I can truly find out if a strategy is profitable. Well, taking a step back, what has Andrew been up to for the past 12 months? That's exactly what I've been up to. Nobody in the game has tracked and traded more breakouts than me. Right here on your screen, what you see is my custom dashboard. This shit probably looks like Chinese to you guys. It took me 12 months to make this. This is my Mona Lisa. And what I've tracked is 2,474 breakouts. And what I did is I tracked everything from time of day that it breaks out, free flow, market cap, does the next 5-minute candle close green? How much was the stock up for the day? How much did it pull back before it broke out? I literally tracked every fucking variable that I could find when it comes to breakouts to try and find what truly matters when it comes to the breakout strategy. How can I make this the most profitable thing ever? And if you're watching this and you followed me back in the day on my old YouTube channel, I owe you an apology. Because the old way that I used to teach the breakout strategy, guys, is not profitable. And I want to show you the numbers that back that up. So on your screen right here, if you take a look, this shows you the total amounts that trades that I've tracked over the past 12 months. As you can see, I've tracked 2,474 trades. Right here, you can see how many of those actually ran for 15% after breaking out. And right here, you can see the win rate. The win rate for that is 45%. So if you use this across every single breakout that has happened ever since January, and by the way, I've only taken 2 weeks off over the past 12 months when it comes to watching the market and trading. One was when I went to Rome. I went to Rome for a week, and the other one was when my wife was having our child. So I've tracked every single breakout outside of those 2 weeks. 45% win rate. And keep in mind, that's with a 15% stop loss and with a 15% take profit. So if you guys have been trading breakouts the way I used to teach them, I promise you that it is not a profitable strategy. And I apologize. Dude, I wish it was, because if it was, I'd come on here and say, I fucking told you so. But it's just not, unfortunately. So what I had to do, because obviously my YouTube channel got taken down, is I had to I didn't want to reinvent the wheel, but I knew I needed to make some edits to this strategy in order to make it as profitable as I possibly could. So I went through every filter that I could possibly find. And then it took me 9 months to finally find the one thing that makes breakout strategies. And I'm about to reveal it to you in this video, baby. So make sure you get your paper and your pen and put those kids in the closet. What I'm about to reveal to you, being the green light special, is literally the bread and butter. It has an 83% win rate. And if you stop taking all the old breakouts that I used to teach and you just start taking this one strategy, if you just do this one thing, then I promise you it is going to change the way you trade. Now, with every strategy, there are cons. I'll go over that in this video. But with no further ado, if this sounds like something you resonate with, why don't we just go ahead and dive straight in? So, the green light special breakout. Let's start with this. Number one, you'll notice that on my chart right here, I don't have any indicators. I took every single fucking indicator off because people get analysis paralysis. I didn't want to get that, so I took the VWAP off. I took the EMA off. As you can see, the only thing that I have on my chart right now are candles. This is volumes, like how much shares are being traded on every single 5-minute candle. And then this is a customized indicator that I made. This goes over the dollar volume, which is very important whenever I track these breakouts. So the core breakout strategy, I didn't want to completely change it. I didn't want to completely reinvent the wheel, but what I did want to do is I wanted to improve upon it. So let me first go over the strategy that only has a 45% win rate, and I want you to avoid using this strategy moving forward. So the old strategy is to wait for a stock to pop up on the top gainers list, stay on the 5-minute time frame. And on the 5-minute time frame, after the stock is up 17 to 20%, it's going to be on your radar. It's going to be on the top gainers list over here. What you're waiting for is at least one red candle on the 5-minute time frame. And that's exactly what we get right here. We get one red candle. This is the pullback. Now, in theory, what we used to think is that after a stock pulls back and then it breaks through that level, that's a sign that the stock has momentum, it has strength, and it's going to run for an additional 15%. Now, at this point, you really have two options. Number one, as the stock is breaking out, do you just enter right here? Or number two, do you wait for quote unquote extra confirmation and wait for the 5-minute candle to close and enter up here? Well, the problem with trying to enter as soon as it breaks out, how many times have you seen a stock try to push through this level, and then it wick up, and then it get rejected, and then it gets smacked? That happens a ton. So I didn't want to track that. So I kept the 5-minute candle closing as the entry point. And I said, okay, from this entry, does the stock run 15% before it pulls back 15%? And that's from what I found after all the breakouts. That's a 45% win rate, which is unprofitable. So please do yourself a favor. Stop using that strategy. And I want you to change one thing. So out of all the things that truly matter, what are the things that matter the most? The number one thing that matters the most when it comes to breakout is when you're on the 5-minute time frame, as the stock is breaking out, what I want you to do is I want you to switch over to the 1-minute time frame. So take a look. The time right here for this breakout is 9:55 a.m. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here down to the 1-minute time frame, and I'm going to zoom in to when the stock was breaking out at 9:55 a.m. So if I come right here, this candle is 9:54, and then this is 9:55. So this right here is the 1-minute candle that confirms the breakout on the 5-minute time frame. There's two things that you're looking for. Number one, this candle right here has to close green. If this candle closes red, win rate drops drastic. It doesn't drop drastically. The one that matters the most is the next one, but win rate does drop when this one closes red. So you don't want to trade those. It's more likely to be a pump and dump if this 1-minute candle is trending red during the breakout. The next thing that you're going to be looking for is this 1-minute candle right here closing green as well. So this confirms the breakout because this is when the 5-minute candle closes. And then you also want this next 1-minute candle to close green as well. And that's why I call it the green light special. Because what you're getting is, let me zoom out here. You're getting a breakout on the 5-minute time frame. Obviously, this candle is closing green. But also on the 1-minute candle, it's trending green into the breakout. And then after this confirms breakout and this closes, the next 1-minute candle also closes green. So we get off to a good start here. So what I found is when that next 1-minute candle closes red right here, these things dump, and they dump quick. And win rate goes down below 38% when that happens. So really the only breakouts that are truly winning for the most part at a high clip, at a high win rate, is when the 1-minute candles are also trending. And this is called multi-time frame analysis. And I don't know why I didn't add this sooner. It took me 9 months to fucking figure this out. So on the 5-minute time frame, trending green, but switch over to the 1-minute time frame, and you want to make sure two things. Number one, going into the breakout, that 1-minute candle is trending green, and the next 1-minute candle closes green as well. And this is where you would hit the buy button. So in this scenario, you would have hit the buy button right here, 117. Immediately, this stock pulls back, but it doesn't matter because this has an 83% win rate so far. You pull back 7%, so you're down immediately. This thing chops for a little bit, and then after that, you see what happens after that. We run for over 199%. Now, once you get in here, based off of the numbers, what is the best take profit? So where should you be taking profits at? Well, if you go into the numbers, the best take profit, if I just minimize this and I go into the green light special, the best take profit for the highest win percentage is going to be 10%. And the best stop loss is going to be 20%. So again, if you're taking notes, you're going to want to write this down. Stop loss 20%, take profit 10%. If your take profit is 10%, 83% of the time, 75 out of 90 times, the stock has popped for 10% before pulling back 20%. And I know what you're thinking. Hold on, wait, Andrew, I'm risking more than my reward, but it doesn't matter. Your win rate's so damn high, it's still a profitable strategy. For example, if you went in with a position size of $5,000 across the last 90 trades, your net profit would be $22,500. Again, this is not financial advice. This is like my own tracking trading journal. I've used this to track. You can go check these numbers. You can track it yourself if you want to, right? Okay. Now, with that being said, if you go for 15%, it's still a profitable strategy, but your win rate does drop 74%. And, you know, that's still pretty good. Obviously, you actually make more money when you go for 15%. But the problem is, trust me, guys, I've tried this. And keeping your win rate high is so motivating, especially when you're struggling, when you're in a losing streak and you're just trying to get profitable. Keeping that win rate as high as possible is like 100% top priority. So for me, I prefer to go for 10%, which isn't actually the most profitable strategy. The most profitable strategy is 15, but you are going to get more losers. You might go on a 2 to 3 trade losing streak, but when you go for 10%, you might lose 1 out of every 6, 1 out of every 7. So you're going to win way more often. Now, with that being said, is there ever a time when you should hold for more? Because that's probably your question, Andrew. 10% sounds great and all, but this bitch ran for 199%. So is that the right move? Well, if I just hit minimize here and I say, okay, out of these stocks, like how many have run for 150%? So I could type in a customized TP percentage. And then from there, you're able to see, oh, only 12%, 11 out of 90 ran for 150%, which somehow, crazy enough, it's a profitable strategy, but you make way less money. So it's really never the right move to hold on. The right move is to always take 10 to 15%. The reason why you guys struggle with that mostly is because you guys have very small portfolios and you want the 50 to 100% move. And guys, I wish it happened more often, but the truth is it just doesn't, right? Because you guys are competing with guys who have larger accounts, margin accounts, who are happy taking 5, 10, 15% profits instead of shooting for the moon and going for 100% gains, right? So the right move is always to take 10 to 15%, and that's based off the data. That's not based off intuition or anything else. So, guys, that is the green light special. Use this. Take notes. Watch this video back. Make sure you join the 14-day live streams. And in reality, the people who showed up are my one-on-one students who have skin in the game. So really, over the next 2 weeks, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for 5 hardworking men and women, people who are really trying to figure this out, who want to provide for the family, make extra money for their family, who really want to get some skin in the game and pay for a one-on-one mentorship. If you're willing to do that, I'm happy to take on 5 more people who want to actually level the fuck up in their trading and want to learn on my setup. So if that's you, click the link down below, join my 14-day challenge, shoot me a message and let me know that you're interested in one-on-one training. But either way, what I just gave you is like fucking top-notch value. So what I want you to do for the rest of this week, go out, try this, use it to your advantage, make some money, and then you're going to come back to me and say, holy shit, Andrew, this actually works. So let me know if you guys have any questions down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.